now.
Big news today in the NBA. Scott Brooks has agreed in principle on a 5-year, $35 million deal with the Wizards. Adrian Wojnarowski of Yahoo Sports and The Vertical first to report the breaking news. Brooks was the head coach of Kevin Durant with the Oklahoma City Thunder, helping that squad to an NBA Finals appearance. And Durant, in his upcoming free agency, has been linked to his hometown team, the Wizards. Also from the association, Commissioner Adam Silver says the NBA plans to combat hack-a-shack fouls with a new rule before the start of the next season. Didn't say what exactly that rule would be. Conor McGregor is not done fighting. He is done promoting his fights to the degree he has in the past. A lengthy Facebook post by the UFC featherweight champion expressed his displeasure at the amount of promotional demands placed upon him, but he does want to get back into UFC 200. I'm Sam Farber.
We are Fox Sports.
Come on in. Make yourself at home.
Perfect way to erase.
You've got the best seat in the house. Welcome to the new season. Your team.
100-mile-an-hour struck him out.
Your game.
This one is gone.
Lives here. The Zephyrs take on the Iowa Cubs tonight at 7 on Fox Sports 1280, the new home for the New Orleans Zephyrs. From the Legal Inc. Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, time saver traffic.
And we are seeing a solid backup if you're traveling from Kenner toward Metairie on I-10 eastbound. The two right lanes remain blocked after a multi-car accident and a car fire, so traffic is extremely heavy. Use Veterans or Airline as alternate routes if you're making your way from Kenner toward Metairie. We also have an accident on the shoulder, I-10 west at West End. If you see traffic problems, call us, 504-620-1000. I'm Lisa Baque.
This report is brought to you by Lead Safe America. More than 1 in 3 American kids has lead in their blood. No level of lead is safe. Lead poisoning causes learning disabilities and behavioral disorders. Has your child been tested? Learn more at leadsafeamerica.org.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate, will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Kasha's Bazaar, located at 5727 Jesson Highway, across from Red, White, and Blue. Geeky collectibles and more. Find them on Facebook at facebook.com/Kasha's Bazaar. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jesson Highway, the Flea Market.
Mobile Comic Con, Memorial Day weekend, May 27th through the 29th at the Riverview Plaza Hotel. Guests include Hollywood veteran of over 30 movies, Robert Axelrod, and Jason Carter from Babylon 5. Enjoy the dealer's room or cosplay contest, charity auction, and the fandom fire sale with Joe Bob. Mobile Comic Con, Memorial Day weekend, May 27th through the 29th at the Riverview Plaza Hotel. Buy your tickets now at mobilecomiccon.org.
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good afternoon, New Orleans. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280, coming to you live from the TubbyandCoos.com studios. This is David D. Squared with
Brian Held.
Hey, Brian, how are you, pal?
Outstanding. How are you?
I am fantastic. Apparently, there's a dumpster fire on the interstate.
There's something going on the interstate, and it made it a little difficult to get in the studio today.
So be wary. Listen to the traffic reports right here on Fox Sports 1280. Yeah. Now, as always, we strongly urge you to check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek, or check out our website at twigradio.com, or follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio and the Instagrams, The Week in Geek. Now, Brian, how can people listen to this lovely show?
Well, once we're off the air, we're going to load this up on Spreaker.com, or you can download Spreaker for your smartphone or tablet. We're also on iTunes. You can find us on YouTube. And, of course, we're on FoxSportsAM1280.com. All of our podcasts are there, so check it out.
Awesome sauce. All right, now I guess today's show is a very abbreviated show. Once again, we have the Iowa Cubs in town to play the Z's. So that's first pitch is 7 o'clock, so we're breaking away at 6:45 to go to Zephyr Field. Now, I guess, without much further ado, let's bring on our boy Skungy and his pick of the week.
I am not what you would call a handsome man.
Skungy's Pick of the Week is brought to you by GameStop and ThinkGeek.com.
Skungy's Pick of the Week.
He might be an idiot savant.
Woohoo!
Skungy, what's shaking, babe?
Not a whole lot, sir. I know we got an abbreviated show, so I'll try to go through this as quickly as possible. This week's pick is called Quantum Break for the Xbox One only. So, haha.
Yay!
Haha, Brian. So, Quantum Break is a third-person shooter that's set in, it's really cool because it's set around time travel. So you're going to be running around using these really cool time abilities. Like, for instance, one of the cool things that you're able to do is stop an enemy in a time bubble, and then you fire, like, an entire clip of ammunition into it, and then the time restores, and they all go on the enemy all at once.
Is this? I think I saw a little snippet about this, like a little video. Are there like almost sort of like vignettes where you kind of have an opportunity to stop time and maneuver around and change your perspective on things?
Yeah, so what's going to happen as you're going throughout the game, there are three parts basically to every act. There's the act where you play through as this character, Jack Wallace, and you play through as him. Well, there's a whole convoluted story. I really don't want to get into it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but when you're playing through, you find little things and hidden things all around the world, and that will change the story a little bit. Then, eventually, you turn, or that act ends, and then you go to what's called a junction. And when you're in the junction, you get to play as the bad guy, who the bad guy is actually played by Aidan Gillian, otherwise known as Littlefinger from Game of Thrones.
Oh, wow.
So you get to play him, and then you get to make a choice. You get to choose how bad he's going to be. Is he going to be just kind of bad, or is he going to be super bad? And then, depending on that choice, there is then a 20 to 30-minute live-action episode that happens where you watch the choices that you've made and how the story plays out. There are going to be 4 of those episodes, so it's about 2 hours of video. It's got the main character of it is Sean Ashmore. He played Iceman in the X-Men series.
Yeah.
You got Dominic Monaghan from Lord of the Rings and Lost, and you got Lance Reddick, who's known from both The Wire and he had played Agent Broyles in Fringe. So you have this unbelievably great story, and it's got a replayability to it because you have the chance to see what you picked this time as opposed to what you do next time.
So that's what I was going to ask, Skungy. It sounds like there's a whole lot of choice to be made, that I can play this over and over again and make all kind of different choices, but these live-action sequences, are they going to change based on different choices I make?
They are going to change depending on what you do at the junction part of the game.
Okay.
So they'll give you 2 options. Like I said, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but you choose choice A or choice B, and whichever one you choose will affect that episode. So basically, you can go one way the entire time and then go the second way. So you could get at least 2 playthroughs through it.
Okay, so each live action sequence was filmed twice from 2 different kind of aspects, right?
Basically, yes, depending on what choices you make in a game. And I mean, when I'm talking about live action, I'm talking about high quality, better than some of the stuff you actually see on TV today.
Wow.
So, I mean, I highly suggest it. It's great. It's narrative. It's from Remedy, the guys who made Max Payne and Alan Wake, which Alan Wake is one of my favorite games on the Xbox 360. And as an added bonus, when you buy this game on Xbox One, you get a download for Alan Wake and all the DLC.
Interesting. So, I mean, what's the playtime on this? Like, how long will it take me to get through the whole game?
First playthrough, about 10 hours.
About 10 hours. And that includes the 2 hours of live-action sequencing.
Yes, so you're looking at about 8 hours of gameplay.
Okay, all right. So
you go through it a second time. You'll probably won't have to go through as many, so you'll maybe cut it down to about maybe 7 hours the second time.
All right, but I mean, let's be generous and just say 20 hours of gameplay for 2 playthroughs for $60, right?
Yeah, and highly entertaining. Highly entertaining. You don't see this kind of quality of filming in a game very often.
I try to compare it to how much movies are nowadays, right?
Yeah, and it is well worth it. And just the graphics of this game. I normally don't balk on graphics, but man, I mean, it looks so realistic. You can't tell the difference of when a cutscene ends because there is no cutscene. The cutscene and the actual gameplay are basically the same.
Wow, that's pretty tight. I mean, technology's really come a long way. So, What are you hearing right now on the VR front of things, Skungy?
All right, Brian.
Oh, well. All right.
Skungy died. I had to kill him.
Oh, come on.
Nobody likes him anyway, dude.
I do.
But you lie. All right, guys. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
From the Legal Inc. Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, Time Saver Traffic.
And all lanes have reopened after a multi-car accident involving a car fire. This was on I-10 East at Bonneville. All of the lanes are now completely open, but we're still seeing very heavy traffic coming in from Kenner, beginning before Loyola Drive. We also have an accident on the shoulder, I-10 westbound near West End. Still slow near Terry Parkway, coming to the east bank of the connection. I'm Lisa Baque. Follow us on Twitter at TotalTrafficNO.
This report is brought to you by the Foundation for a Better Life.
She didn't just visit the sick and poor. She moved in with them because they needed help. Mother Teresa couldn't do it all, but she gave her all. Compassion. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Warm and muggy this evening. There'll be spotty storms around and a chance for showers and storms off and on through the evening into the early overnight hours, lows in the 60s. On Friday, clouds and some sun. Still a slight chance of showers, but drier by the afternoon with highs around 81. The weekend looks great. Lots of sun, warm and dry with highs in the 80s. From the Fox 8 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist David Bernard.
This report is brought to you by McDonald's.
With McDonald's all-day breakfast menu, anytime is delicious breakfast time. And now McGriddles are on the all-day breakfast menu, so you can savor the sweet taste of maple baked right into soft griddle cakes anytime you want. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
If you need a quick loan, here are 3 reasons to choose LendUp.com, the better payday loan. 1, our application is done entirely online and good credit is not required. 2, if you're approved, you could have cash in as soon as 15 minutes and climb the LendUp ladder over time to more money at lower rates. And 3, LendUp has no hidden fees or debt traps. We only succeed when you do. LendUp.com, the better payday loan. Subject to availability in your state. Funding times vary by customer and an additional fee may apply. LendUp is licensed by the Department of Business Oversight pursuant to the California Deferred Deposit Transaction Law.
Get a whole lot more for a whole lot less at Burger King. Introducing our new 5 for $4 deal. Just $4 gets you a flame-grilled bacon cheeseburger, 4 tender and crispy chicken nuggets, small golden french fries, a small drink, and a cookie. That's just $4 for more flamey, more meaty, more cheesy, more crispy, more goldeny, more desserty, and more fizzy Burger King goodness. The new 5 for $4 deal. What are you waiting for? Go get it. Only at Burger King. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary.
Bamboo is the smart choice in flooring. And at the Home Depot, where strand-woven bamboo flooring in hand-scraped brown is at a new lower price of just $2.29 a square foot. Beautifully different, incredibly durable, with a 7-layer finish that stands up to whatever or whoever stands on it. That's next-generation flooring for this generation families. Strand-woven bamboo, just $2.29 a square foot. Now at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. U.S. only.
The Vaping Tiger at 2812 Athenia Parkway. 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. The Vaping Tiger has handcrafted artisan-blended e-juices. The Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway and vapingtiger.com.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Don't forget you can download a copy of the show at foxsportsam1280.com. Here's David and Brian.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
D Squared.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, well, hey, are you ready for some community news, sir?
I'm always ready for community news. What do we have going on, man?
All right, well, first thing I have to mention, it's really important. Guys, everybody needs to pay attention. Not this weekend, but next is the first Saturday of May. And, of course, that's always Free Comic Book Day.
Yay!
So get out there, go support your local comic shops, get some free comic books, you know. And look, you can double-check with them in case you're not sure if they'll have them, but most of them do if they're smart, right? But also, here locally, the Consortium of Genius is performing Saturday, May 7th from 8 to 11 for Free Comic Book Day at Rare Form on 437 Esplanade Avenue out in New Orleans. Free admission, drink specials. They got some new tunes and new insanity from Dr. Pinkerton and the Consortium of Genius. They're always very silly.
They're weird, man.
Yeah,
They're just weird.
Is Dr. Pinkerton running for president? Come by and find out. So you can go to consortiumofgenius.com to check that out. And also on April 27th, the New Orleans Steamcog Orchestra is going to be performing from 7 to 9:30 at the Marigny Opera House. That's 725 St. Ferdinand Street. Admission is by donation, $15 for general admission, $10 for guests in steampunk clothing, $5 for kids 10 and under.
Hey, real quick, when did you say Free Comic Book Day is?
It's the first Saturday of every May.
Well, all right, so is it the 7th or is it the 1st? It's the 7th.
I believe it is the 7th.
Yeah, it's the 7th. All right, man, you're messing with my head here, man.
What are you talking?
Free Comic Book Day. I'm just worried about free comic books.
Okay.
I just don't want anybody to miss the free stuff.
I won't let you forget, Dave.
Thanks. You will, though. You will.
Last thing is very sad news. Our condolences to the family of Ed Lawden. He passed this Wednesday, April 20th. He's definitely a beloved member of the New Orleans wargaming community, and he'll be greatly missed. So, sad news for the community. And you know, Prince today.
Yeah, man. I tell you, man, it's just not a good day. All right, you know what we need to do now?
What's that?
Top Nerd News.
Okay.
And now, your top nerd news stories from around the world, brought to you by Kasha's Bazaar at 5727 Jefferson Highway. And now, your top nerd news stories. All right, Brian, what's topping us off today?
So I want to talk about the weekend, this past weekend. You know, we try to get everywhere we can, and I went down to Disney World this weekend.
Disneyland!
Yeah, with a friend of the show, John Mangus. It was Disney's Star Wars Marathon all weekend long. They had a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Did you run?
I did not. I was there to do John's makeup and to troop with the 501st Legion out there.
I thought you were supposed to run.
Well,
Mr. Marathon Man.
I have been running, but like I said, I was there to troop. I was there to, you know, be dressed up for guests and to take pictures and all that good stuff. And we had a lot of fun. It was a good time. I think it was like 19,000 people rolled through on Saturday through this run. It was insane. But everybody's having a good time, and you know, it was cool. So
now, you know what? Also talking about Free Comic Book Day. They Rom, remember Rom, the Space Knight?
Yeah, I do.
That's going to be one of the free comic books. Rom Zero, it's going to be.
Got to have it.
And so, well, here's the thing: is that they're actually rebooting the whole comic book by IDW instead of I think it's not Marvel's taking it. IDW's redoing it.
That's interesting.
I know. So it actually might be pretty cool because they're actually Rom is going to be in the Hasbro shared universe now.
Wow.
I don't even know what the hell the Hasbro shared universe is. Is it like all G.I. Joe and Transformers and
Probably.
and I guess Rom Space Knight?
It's
all based on crappy toys from my childhood. I'm actually kind of excited about that. I can play with my toys on the big screen.
You know, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Transformers and G.I. Joe have already crossed over in the comic books.
Well,
So-
I know that their movies were pretty abhorrent. I mean,
Well.
I don't know. Well, the first one was all right, but
Yeah.
no, I don't know. They just can't do laser beams properly when it's blue and when it got red and blue laser beams shooting and nobody can hit a damn thing.
They're worse than stormtroopers, huh?
They are. They really are. A real American hero. Right?
Yeah. So, hey, are you a fan of Game of Thrones?
Gee, Brian, I don't know. Am I? Yes, butthead.
Well, I've only seen the first.
Well, then you suck.
Season. Well, you know,
Dude, it's the greatest show on the face of the planet. I mean,
Is it?
it's got midgets, boobs, you name it. Death, decapitation. I mean, it's beautiful.
Well, guess what? HBO is going to let you watch Game of Thrones for free this weekend.
Shut the front door.
Yes, and it's technically possible to binge watch the entire thing if you really just like,
Good news, everyone.
It's good news.
pry your eyelids open a la Clockwork Orange and.
Well, the premiere is this Sunday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. wherever the hell else you live, but 8 p.m. right around this neck of the woods.
But and you could try if you want. You could go do the free trial for HBO Now.
Hey, Netflix is still bugging me to come back to them. They're like, please come back to us, David. Please, we miss you and your money.
Well, you should, so you can watch Daredevil and Jessica Jones and.
Speaking of Marvel TV shows, you heard about what's her name got canceled, man.
Agent Carter, I know, man.
I know what happened there, dude. I thought everybody was loving them some Agent Carter. What happened?
I think the numbers dipped for the second season. Unfortunately, I mean, I was keeping up with it, streaming it, every week. I was watching it after it aired on streaming, and I think overall the numbers dipped. And she signed for another series, and she was going to do both. But they're like, the numbers aren't there. But they're going to replace it, as I understand it, with Marvel's Most Wanted, which is technically it's a spinoff of a spinoff, right? It's Mockingbird, the Hunter and Bobby from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They left, which you're not watching the series, so you don't know. But anyway, they left and left the team, and now they're going to make their own team and go, I guess, hunt down Inhumans and stuff.
We took our ball and we're going home.
It was actually a pretty sad episode when they the spies goodbye. Yeah, it was. But it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens with that.
Hey, I got some bad news.
You have bad news?
No, not. Yeah, well, I guess I do. It's good news for you because you're a jerk.
Okay.
Their Xbox 360 production has ended.
Yeah. Well,
why?
Well, I mean, why would they produce any more? They've got the
because
Xbox
it's
One.
Xbox, and they should produce as many as they want. I mean, there's starving children in some country that need an Xbox.
Well, they can get it used from our friends over at GameStop.
And ThinkGeek.com.
You like that?
I do. I like how you work that in, man. Well played.
So, I mean, look, it doesn't matter anymore, Dave, because soon enough, all of the Microsoft, Xbox One games will bridge over, and PC players will be able to play with you and just own the snot out of you.
Nobody wants to play with these dirty PC people like you. You want to play all your computer games, feel free, but I'm going to be with the cool kids playing on the consoles.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what we can also do?
What's that?
We can, since Netflix keeps inviting me back, I mean, actually, this isn't on Netflix. It's a new YouTube series. George Takei has a new web series. You heard about it?
No.
It's so awesome.
It Takeis too?
It Takeis too.
Okay. What's it about?
It's just about him and his husband and just like, just living in the world. And the cool part is, this is what cracks me up, is that, I mean, he really is like, like the epitome of the cool granddad and like the moral crusader where it's just like, he's just the whole package.
Yeah.
And the best part with him is that, he really actually has like moral fiber. I'm not sure what that is. I'm told other people have it. I do not. But I know it when I see it. So apparently, somebody was using his picture in a very derogatory way in a meme, like of making fun of people.
Yeah.
And he got peeved, man.
Really?
He actually ended up going to New York and banging on Google's door saying, hey, I want this thing removed.
Wow.
Scrub that crap from the internet because, he's got a PR image he wants to maintain. And so it's just,
So that's interesting. Does Google have that power? I mean, you know about the Streisand effect, right?
The what?
The Streisand effect.
What, if you listen to Streisand, there's something wrong with you?
No, Barbara Streisand had a house on the California coast, and someone took a picture of it. They were doing some kind of survey of the whole coast, and they posted all these survey pictures up. Nobody knew it was her house, but all these pictures are there. Well, she freaked out because she's part of this survey, and she was very vociferous about, get that off of there, right?
Vociferous.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Good. Well played.
Right. Just, get that out of there. And because then people started, that's her house, and then it spread like wildfire. Everybody posted it all over the place. So they call it the Streisand effect. Anytime, especially a celebrity has an image that gets out there, and they're like, remove that, stop posting it, people spread it all over the place more because they want it gone.
Okay, well, you know what message needs to be spread, though?
What's that?
That billboard in San Francisco.
Really? Does it?
Yes. Dude, all right. Let's just say it now. All right, look. I want the expanded Star Wars universe involved. I want Grand Admiral Thrawn. I need it. I want all these characters from all the old comic books, the old novels. They're phenomenal. They need to be in the universe somehow.
So I think that there's a lot of folks that are probably back me up and say that the best parts of the Star Wars EU come from Timothy Zahn. And then there's a lot of stuff that's really not so good that's out there that we could probably just forget ever happened, right? And why not let them build a new universe and pull from that stuff as they need it, but not continue it on? Just let it kind of sit out there.
No. I'm just no.
All right. So just for context for everybody out there, what we're talking about is there's a whole group of EU fans who've put billboards up in San Francisco. It says, "Hey, Lucasfilm, restore the expanded universe." And you can go check that out. It's on our Facebook page,
Facebook.com/The Week in Geek.
And so yeah, I mean, I get the appeal, right? I understand what they're trying to do, but there's entire new stories that are out there, new characters to be had. We don't need to rehash the
what? You're talking out of both sides of your
I
damn
am not.
face.
I am not.
You are. And I'll tell you why, because you are one of the most vociferous people who's always saying Hollywood can't get a new idea. Oh, it's the dark times of the bleeping reboot.
Exactly. My
so
point.
You're telling me you freaking have faith in Hollywood to put a decent movie together. No, they don't. They don't.
But it doesn't mean that I'm talking on both sides of my mouth. I'm maintaining my position. If you're saying they need to restore the EU, then you're saying they need to reboot it. I'm saying no, do new stuff, right? We'll see what Abrams can do, right?
Well, he's not even attached to anything anymore. They gave him the boot.
Did they completely?
Yeah, he's not involved. He's not attached to episode 8 now.
Well, look, I wasn't so pleased with 7.
Well, nobody was. It was they didn't want to screw it up, so they gave us a New Hope again.
I get it,
with
right?
Cooler special effects.
I totally get it. I understand they played it safe. I got that, but hopefully 8 and Rogue One and all the new stuff that
I'm
we're getting.
excited about Rogue One, man. That looks awesome.
The trailer did look good.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
All right, guys. When we get back, we are going to continue this discussion, but also we're going to do a segment that we like to call This Week in Geek History. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280.
Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, Time Saver Traffic.
We still have some slowing on I-10 East coming in from Kenner. An accident has just been moved out of the roadway 10 East at Veterans Boulevard. Delays are still back up around Loyola Drive. An earlier accident on I-10 East at Bonneville has been completely cleared. And we also have some slowing on I-610 eastbound approaching the high-rise. Delays near Elysian Fields. Also, still some backup coming toward the east bank of the Crescent City connection. If you see traffic problems, call us, 504-620-1000.
This report is brought to you by Unbound. Right now, There's a girl in India who has dreams bigger than her village. Right now, there's an elder in Guatemala who dreams of a life of greater dignity and less loneliness. You can help change the future of one person in a single moment. Begin the change at unbound.org.
O'Reilly. If you do-it-yourselfers are looking for the right tool for the job, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts Power Torque Tools DIY Day Sale. You'll find a wide selection of Power Torque tools on sale now and guaranteed for life. Power Torque Tools DIY Day Sale going on now at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limit supply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
At Ted's Frost Stop, we respect your taste buds. And when your taste buds say,
"Hey, we're hungry,"
we try and make them happy with our big portions and little prices.
Yummy.
Your taste buds will love our famous Lotto Burger. All you can eat pancakes, just $4.95. And our world famous Frost Top root beer.
Ted's Frost Stop.
Come on, don't skimp on your taste buds. Skimp on your wallet. Claiborne Avenue at Calhoun behind Tulane Stadium and on Facebook. Fresh, homemade, and portions and prices that make your taste buds happy. Ted's Frost Top.
We are a nation of overachievers. We didn't just send an astronaut to the moon. We gave him a buggy with big old knobby tires to drive on that moon. A freaking moon buggy. So why have we settled for mints that only cover up bad breath instead of getting rid of it? We deserve better, like Breath Savers. It's a moon-shooting, buggy-riding mint with Nutrizin, which is scientifically proven to neutralize bad breath. Breath Savers. It's the overachieving mint.
Go ahead and take that surprise trip to see the family and friends you've been thinking about. Ride Amtrak from New Orleans to Washington, D.C. or San Francisco for as low as $122. Go to Amtrak.com and see where the train can take you. Restrictions apply.
Mobile Comic Con, Memorial Day weekend, May 27th through the 29th at the Riverview Plaza Hotel. Guests include Hollywood veteran of over 30 movies, Robert Axelrod, and Jason Carter from Babylon 5. Enjoy the Dealer's Room or cosplay contest, charity auction, and the Fandom Fire Sale with Joe Bob. Mobile Comic Con, Memorial Day weekend, May 27th through the 29th at the Riverview Plaza Hotel. Buy your tickets now at mobilecomiccon.org.
Kasha's Bazaar has an unconventional inventory for the discerning geek collector. Comic book-related collectibles, vintage New Orleans items, militaria, and plenty for your mundane friends. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jefferson Highway, the Unflea Market.
Tubby and Coos, Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton, just off Orleans and Carrollton. Books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. Find them on the web at tubbyandcoos.com and sign up for their geekly newsletter. Tubby and Coos, more than books.
Come to New Orleans' premier tabletop gaming store, Go For Games, located on 701 David Drive in Metairie. Warhammer, War Machine, Magic the Gathering, HeroClix, Pathfinder, and many more. Visit us at goforgamesnola.com. That's GO4 gamesnola.com for the latest news and upcoming events. We're open 7 days a week. Call us at 504-324-8335 or come on by. Go For Games, your gaming destination.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
This is the Weekend Geek.
Hail to the king, baby.
On Fox Sports 1280.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Well, that's just what we call pillow talk, baby.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to the Weekend Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
D-Squared.
There we go.
Yeah, boy.
All right, couple more items for Top Nerd News. Dude, Wolverine 3 has casting calls in New Orleans, man.
I know, dude. I want to be in the movies.
Well, I believe they start shooting in May.
Let's all go to the lobby. Yeah, So, I mean, how do we sign up, dude? That's all I want to know. How do I get on the silver screen with the Silver Surfer?
We'll have to dig that up, and I'll post them on the Facebook page. Then everybody have a shot. How about that?
Okay, but I want to know now. I want it now.
Well, you put that note in this notes, and I don't have the...
because I half-ass everything, Mr. Held. Hi, I'm David D. Squared to Corbett.
Well, the last thing on the list here that I do know about is CBS reportedly shuts down second fan film. The fundraising for Star Trek Horizon was supposed to start next week. So that's really interesting. Did you catch that article?
Dude, yes. And I read the article in its entirety. And when I was reading of the guy from Star Trek Horizon, the director of the film, the guy who was going to generate the cash, he sounded like a man who literally had a gun pressed to his forehead where he's like, they did not have to give me a heads up. They were nice enough to tell me to not collect any money or I might regret it.
Honestly, it's lose-lose for CBS Paramount. I really think that they're going about this wrong.
They are pissing off every Star Trek fan out there, and I'm one of them. I'm not even a hardcore Star Trek fan. I'm at the point where I've always liked Star Trek, the originals, and I like some of the movies. But the new reboots are just flaming turds, man, and I have no faith in this other one. So why doesn't CBS get the hell out of the way of the fans? Because they can apparently bring a better product than Hollywood can.
Who knows? The shadow knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men. All right.
It's just very aggravating to me that instead of using let's just our previous argument, Mr. Held, about Star Wars and the expanded universe. Why don't they try to make some of that part of their universe, or at least invite these bastards in for a little meet and greet and say, "Hey, you got some good ideas? I'll give you $1." For God's sake! They're
yeah. Well,
we're paying for the privilege to have our eyes gouged out in the theaters by Star Trek and CBS. Man, it's killing me.
Well, we'll see what happens. All right, are you?
I want to do word of the day. I want to calm down.
And now it's time for the word of the day.
Hell, you could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough. It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time. Shake it back!
The word of the day.
I love it. Say it one more time. Shake it back!
The word of the day is brought to you by the Vaping Tiger. Find them on the web at vapingtiger.com. The word of the day.
All right, I have focused my chi, Brian. I've calmed myself.
Okay.
I found my center.
All right, what's the word?
The word of the day is ersatz.
Ersatz.
Ersatz. ERSATZ. Ersatz. It's just fun to say. Ersatz.
Yeah, no, it's kind of nifty.
Don't ersatz in that. Serving ersatz means serving as a substitute, synthetic, artificial.
Yeah.
And ersatz coffee made from grain.
Okay.
Like a Star Trek movie made from turds. Just something like that. It's an ersatz Star Trek film.
All right.
But they want to shut it down.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Is it this time the way we close out every show with a little bit of This Week in Geek History?
Yes, sir.
This Week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future! Yes! Oh my gosh!
This Week in Geek History is brought to you by Five Stones Media. Find them on the net at fivestonesmedia.com. This Week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
Dun-dun-dun. All right, Brian. Let's learn some stuff today.
Yeah, I got a few good ones
I feel
here.
like learning.
All right. First one on my list, April 18th, 1986. Directed by Ridley Scott, starring Tom Cruise, Tim Curry, Mia Sara, and Billy Barty. It's...
Oh, my God. Is that Legend?
Legend,
yes!
yeah.
Nailed it!
Yeah, so... And actually, there's a double hitter for... for birthdays coming up, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Nice.
All right, April 19th, 1965. Electronics Magazine published a paper by Gordon Moore in which he posited Moore's law regarding semiconductors.
What the hell are you talking about? I didn't understand a single damn word you just said.
Moore's law states that every 2 years, the number of semiconductors in a chip will double, right? It's why computers are not the size of buildings anymore, and they fit in our pockets like smartphones.
If it doubles, how can it get smaller?
Because they make it smaller. I mean, they're cramming more semiconductors into the chips themselves.
Brian, you hurt Dave Brady.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not like Godwin's law, right?
What? Stop talking about all the science stuff. I don't need no book learning up in here.
I'll Google Godwin's Law for you after the show.
Thanks,
all
pal.
right.
You're the best.
All right. April 20th, 1841. The Murders in the Rue Morgue by Edgar Allan Poe is published in Graham's Magazine in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It is widely considered to be the first detective story.
Did you see the movie that had oh God, what was the dude from Better Off Dead? Oh my God, I'm blanking on his name. He was in oh God, so many damn movies. It was an Edgar Allan Poe movie. I think it was called The Raven. That's it. It was called The Raven.
All right.
It was pretty good. The whole thing was like a Sherlock Holmes knockoff. They tried to make it right after Sherlock Holmes with RDJ.
Yeah,
when, blew up. So.
I like those with RDJ, man. Those were great.
Yes. And then the third one's in the works, pal. The third one's in the works.
All right. So the next one is really interesting. It's a little long, but I'm it's cool.
All right, we got about 2 minutes.
All right. April 21st, 1954. American psychiatrist Frederick Wortham publishes Seduction of the Innocent, in which it vilifies the influence of comic books in children. The book will become infamous for its widely over-exaggerated anecdotal evidence of ways in which comics perverted the minds of its readers. Basically, it gave us the Comics Code Authority. Remember those little stamps?
Those goofy little stamps at the top. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
this may warp your child's brain.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ma.
Mm-hmm. So that was 1954.
Is that what explains? Oh, 1954. That doesn't explain us.
Yeah, no. So real quick, the couple more. April 23rd, 2005. The very first YouTube video is uploaded.
Wow, what was it?
It shows the founder, Jawed Karim, at the San Diego Zoo, and it's titled Me at the Zoo.
How lame is that?
And it's probably got 100,000 or 100 million, views.
You would think he'd have laid the groundwork of YouTube and just done a stupid cat video.
Well,
I'm actually looking forward to Keanu coming out.
Yeah.
With Key and Peele.
Oh, yeah.
That looks awesome. Brian,
right.
We only have a minute left.
Birthdays. On the 18th, it's David Tennant.
Hey, Doctor Who.
Yeah. 19th, Tim Curry.
Oh, man.
On the 20th, George Takei.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to be Takei.
It is. On the 21st, Scottish actress Michelle Gomez. She's Missy from Doctor Who, the female version of the
Never
Master.
heard of her.
You've seen her.
Yeah,
on the 22nd, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Hey, Negan.
Yeah.
And John Winchester. That's all he's really important about.
And the 23rd is Lee Majors.
The
$6 Million Man.
That is awesome. All right, guys, this has been another exciting installment of The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio. Check out our website, twigradio.com. Like us on Facebook. We reached 1,600.
Oh, yeah.
Follow us on Spreaker. Till next time, keep your nerd flags raised high.
GFL.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me. The Vaping Tiger at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. The Vaping Tiger has handcrafted artisan-blended e-juices. The Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway and vapingtiger.com.
Kasha's Bazaar has an unconventional inventory for the discerning geek collector. Comic book-related collectibles, vintage New Orleans items, militaria, and plenty for your mundane friends. Kasha's Bazaar, 5727 Jefferson Highway, the Unflea Market.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Maybon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Mobile Comic Con, Memorial Day weekend, May 27th through the 29th at the Riverview Plaza Hotel. Guests include Hollywood veteran of over 30 movies, Robert Axelrod, and Jason Carter from Babylon 5. Enjoy the dealer's room or cosplay contest, charity auction, and the fandom fire sale with Joe Bob. Mobile Comic Con, Memorial Day weekend, May 27th through the 29th at the Riverview Plaza Hotel. Buy your tickets now at mobilecomiccon.org.